remember one thing.
Yeah.
The Tonight Show doesn't work anymore.
Right.
A Showtime special doesn't work anymore.
Right.
An HBO special doesn't work anymore. There's 1,000 things that are never going to work but if you figure out how to make them work.
Then they work.
Great
point. Point.
Nobody is ever prepared for... We all make mistakes with our goals. We go, I can't wait till I'm headlining. I can't wait till I get a Netflix special. What you prepare for is what you're going to do with that Netflix special. I know 80 motherfuckers that got Netflix specials.
Right.
And they're still on ships.
Right.
You know.
Cruise ships?
They could be on a Cuban missile ship that takes you from fucking Cuba to New York. You know. What I'm saying is that nobody really knows. You have to be fully involved, fully engaged, and take every opportunity like it's your last one.
Yeah.
You know, when I say to you, hey, Tim, you know, come down to the Improv. I'm doing something Friday. Give you $200. And you walk in there nonchalantly, and you walk off stage, and some lady comes up to you and says, we've been trying to cast this show on CBS for the last 6 years, and here you are.
Right.
And you're like, Jesus, if Joey only knows how close I was to canceling.
Yeah, it's true.
Like how close I came to ordering that grandma blow and staying home and getting my dick sucked. But I went out and made something happen.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
What people really don't understand.
People don't understand that it's like you get these opportunities. I remember the first time I did comedy, and I the first time right before I did it, I go, should I just put this off? Like maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'll do it next week. And then I just said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And then it's like, that was one of those moments where I'm like, if I had put it off then, maybe I never would have done it.
And let me tell you what happened, Tim Dillon. For people at home, JFL is just for laughs.
Right.
It's the Montreal Comedy Festival. It's the most prestigious festival you could be invited to in the country. And what Tim Dillon was saying and what's going on is that 20 years ago, you went up there and 10 people walked away with $500,000 in cash.
Yeah.
And another 10 walked away with $200,000 in cash.
Yeah.
And another 10 walked away with $50,000 in a developmental deal, which meant that they were going to develop some type of reality show around you. The networks got hip. They gave millions of dollars away to the wrong fucking people.
Right.
And that business went down the tubes.
Right.
These agencies and these management companies started playing games.
Yeah.
Making up stories about Lee Syatt. He's going to destroy. And then NBC gives Lee Syatt $500,000 and the kid's got 7 minutes.
Right.
Now the manager has to pull Lee Syatt aside and go, do me a favor, stay out of the 3 clubs.
Right.
What are you talking about? But I just got $500,000. Listen, stay out of the 3 comedy clubs.
Yeah. You don't want to be bombing all around town.
Stay in Oxnard as long as you can.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you're not allowed in Oxnard. Go to Bakersfield and up. We don't want to lose this deal.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. You think I'm kidding you? Can you imagine tricking somebody so that your manager comes to you and says, like, in a way, like, we don't want the networks, the big 3 to see you. What they're telling you is you suck. And we got you a deal because we lied. So go up there and hide before you fucking lose it.
Yeah.
And you have to fucking, so here you have this money in the bank now and you got to hide because you tricked everybody. You did your best 30 fucking minutes. And now they're bringing people to see you. And they're bringing out writers and you're eating dog shit. So now there goes the deal. So now what happens? You got a deal, it went sour. You were with a good manager or a good agent. So now when people look at you, they're going to go, what are we going to do with him?
Right.
He already got a deal. He's already with this agency.
So eventually
now you're 28.
Yeah.
You're done.
And then they just stopped giving everybody the money.
Then they stopped.
They said just it dried up.
It just dried up. So now that's what people mean. There's no money in
There's no money in it. Yeah.
There's no money in
it. I had a good, it was one of those things where it's the first thing you do with teeth. That was the first thing I did with teeth.
Absolutely.
Right? So I was fucking walking around JFL. I was looking at people. I'm looking at people like your name, I think, was up there that you're like, I'm looking at guys and I'm like, these fucking people are working. These guys get paid to do this for a living. There's no day jobs. There's no bullshit. They got fan base. People come to see them, and then it's like, and you're looking and you're like, I'm going to be in like these guys and me are at the same thing. Even though we're not in the same place, we're at the same festival, and you're like, I hope this doesn't go bad. And it, for some people it went bad. And it's sad to see because a lot of people got picked. I got picked, 7 years into comedy, and I've been doing it every night. There were some people that got picked 2 years in because they were, right? Because they were cute and they had a thing and they wore a hat.
Those are the
I saw a few of them and it was rough.
And they make you follow like Theo Von.
Yeah, and it makes you follow somebody who's
fine.
Yeah.
And you're like, and so that's it.
I mean, I saw people go out there and dance, and then these are like, Montreal people in Montreal. The people that go to that festival, they're somewhat savvy comedically. They've seen comedy. They kind of they can be good audiences. They can be a little rough, but they're not gonna do like bullshit. And so a lot of people went out there and they just were trying to stretch their thing. It didn't work, and then you just see people that had some real rough, and then it's rough. I remember one guy walked off stage. I said, "Hey, good job, man," and he goes, "No, it wasn't. You fucking know it wasn't." I was like, "Ugh." I felt bad because he was right, and I shouldn't have said that. But I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Hey, good set, man." He's like, "No, it wasn't." He's like, "You know it wasn't." I was like, "Ugh." I felt bad, is what it is, But again, this was a good looking guy who just checked all the boxes and went up there and just had a rough time. But I went up there and I had a joke. And I remember when I broke him, it was on my second joke. I had a joke about Pop, the show Undercover Boss. And I was saying these fucking demon CEOs go undercover to like fuck with their employee. Like it's not enough you work at a shitty job. You got to have your boss make it, fuck with you on television and then I was like, and then I think I stopped in the middle of my joke and I said, I mean the CEOs. I said not network industry CEOs. I said you people are good people. I said everybody, not in this room, not you guys, but the other people out there. And I just started to be me. Like I broke out of the joke a little bit and I just started to fuck around with them.
That's what they want to see.
And that's what they want. And that was so then as soon as that worked, then the rest of the set was confidence. Like, okay, I'm just going to do what I do in a bar in the Lower East Side of Manhattan when I don't care. And it just went really, really well.
What the fuck are you giggling about? Nobody.
Why did you like him? What did he do?
He did an error.
I knew a second ago, but now keep going from where you told it, because then
You know that little forehead you got?